Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
That
Perhaps
goddamn
seeing
AC
it in
unit
action
getting
will
on my
answer any
nerves.
questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Whoa. Lead away.
This way.
Revelio.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly
but where the
would have
hoes
appreciated
at?
something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Grab an apple.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
The fuck is this? Oh, new spells and shit.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
What the fuck?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Alright.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Orale.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Beer? Alright.
Thank you, Professor
Say
Weasley.
less.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak
Bitch,
of the
mind your
devil,
business.
Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't
You
take
also
all the
taught me how to
credit
roll a
there,
blunt.
Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find
Liquor.
me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Bet. I need some of that drink.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability
told you
you
I keep it
possess
100.
obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Main quest, alright. Charm class, okay. I guess let's do this one first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman. And
I've been having to show the
I
pain.
shall
I'm about to
reach
put
out
one of
when
these
I have
icy
more
hot
information
patches
about our
on it real
mysterious
quick.
locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Hold on, let me put on this patch real quick. I got two left. Save these for tomorrow. Actually, I just want to save these so when I go to work. That way I don't have to keep buying them. I might just thug it out real quick. I will pop up on one of these chocolates though. I got 3 left. Yeah, I gotta save these for when I go to work.
Revelio.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Revelio.
A butterfly. Oh, Loomis.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Where is that? By the stairs.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
I'm a fucking genius. God damn, looks like this is shit. A load of shit. Definitely that. Hell no. Fucks with these. Fucks with it. I guess I have to have it on. Oh, hell no. Let me go find her real quick.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I'm not telling.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel
Lumos.
was before I invented blue powder.
I guess I should head to class or whatnot.
I think there were
I've always said
as well.
that travel broadens
Surely
the
those
mind.
were curdle.
Oh, okay, so this shows me the way.
That was it. Half a bottle of flabbergasted.
I was trying to come through here. Gotta have a look around though. Look at. What the fuck was that? Did the cat just talk? The fuck?
Lumos.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Well, I guess I could travel there now. What is this though? What the fuck?
Acid warm.
Revelio.
He's not gonna say nothing. I feel like he's someone you gotta talk to.
Sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
Is that supposed to be something? That's that one class.
Revelio.
The fuck? It's watching me.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. No.
Yeah, that was exactly what someone was.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent
Shut
is a
your
weak
mouth,
opponent. Care to
young
defend
buck.
yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
The rich kids, you know what I'm
One
saying?
thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
I'm a natural.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Levioso! Now, the basic cast. Well done. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll
Pull
start
out your
with
deck.
you two. Duelists, take your marks.
You emoji pops up from the back.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I know. Nothing lucky about it. You're good.
How receptive. Thank you. Tego.
Ain't no
Let's just say
bitch.
I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Got my Gucci shades on.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
No
I
doubt.
demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
He had this like some slotty nose little kids.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
So you little punk.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Appreciate you, baby
Nice
girl.
work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't
fuck
your
is that in the
first
back?
duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Got my first trophy. Where's the side quest? It says something about quest. Let me try this out.
Revelio.
I'm back over here, what the fuck? Oh, this should look clean as fuck. The fuck?
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the drink. He tried to stop me, did Rankle's carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not him, that if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio. Lumos. Leviosa.
I knew it was something.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Fuck yeah.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Fuck, keep forgetting triangle.
Come on. Some big hits that round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Fast
What are you
show.
up to now?
Alright, let's do that second class. Was it downstairs or upstairs? The fuck?
Revelio. Levioso.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Levioso.
Yes, I need something else for that.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. Levioso. I sometimes have to remind him to. Revelio.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
What up, bitches?
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie.
No, she
So
wants
you
it.
are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Hey, bro.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another.
Summoning jutsu.
Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
Give me that.
That is not bad.
Call me Scorpion.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Orderly code.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
The fuck?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Eh? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your... Very good! Stay focused. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Splendid! Not to worry. Excellent. Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
I guess I'm supposed to make it stop on the number.
You be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go! Yes!
Let us see this.
Phew.
That's it!
God damn, that was close. Oh, I bet if I knock hers off, I'll win.
There we go. Well done.
Yeah, I was trying to knock hers off.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Alright.
Yes!
Ah, fuck.
Stay focused.
Let us see this.
Can I restart this shit?
Splendid!
Here we go!
That is how it's done.
If I get it to her.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Fuck! Too much juice. I would've won.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Ain't no redo.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
For sure.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my
Did I
first year.
ask you?
My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
What the fuck?
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Órale, cuz. I gotta go walk the dog, and I might play some Master Duel later, depending if I ain't too tired.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom.
How do you say this, though? Oh, I see it. Appreciate it for watching. If you haven't followed the channel, be highly appreciated if you follow. I'm also going to be posted on YouTube, so if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe.